Hello and welcome to Peak Flicks. My name is Mr. Lepore, and I'll be working alongside you all throughout the summer on a variety of math skills. Each day we'll be working on a small fluency component, and right after that we'll take a look at a variety of different topics throughout the fourth grade math curriculum that we think will be beneficial to you to sharpen up on in order to prepare for everything that's to come. In addition, we're going to make sure to remind you that every day you need to make sure that your top right circle in our reflex math program is fully green inside and out. All right, guys, so today we're going to focus on our tens times tables here. We're going to go through it like usual. I'll give you guys about a second or two to say the answer out loud on your end before I go ahead and give you guys the answers. Let's go. 10 times 5 is 50. 10 times 7 is 70. 8 times 10 is 80. 4 times 10 is 40. 1 times 10 is 10. 9 times 10 is 90. 10 times 3 is 30. 10 times 6 is 60. And 10 times 2 is 20. Good job there. Don't forget to log on to Reflex through your Clever account to continue your fluency work and continue to grow and get better. Hey, everybody. Welcome to day 12 of our little summer math review here. So we're going to be doing division again today, but this time we're going to be focusing on division with remainders. So let's take a look at our objectives right now. Students will be able to represent numerically 4-digit dividend division with divisors of 2, 3, 4, and 5, and decomposing a remainder up to 3 times. Students will be able to represent numerically 4-digit dividend division with divisors of 2, 3, 4, and 5, and decomposing a remainder up to 3 times using either long division or the number dish strategy that we've practiced in our last video. All right, so just to review our long division strategy here, which is the one I'm going to focus on doing, we have got 4 steps here. We divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down DMSB. Okay, you do them all one at a time, and you can go ahead and then find the quotient, right, which is the answer to your division problem. Any remainders that remain at the bottom after you've divided, right, that goes all the way back up top, and that is labeled as your remainder. So let's take a look at some on our own right now. Let's do these together. All right, guys, so like I said, I'm going to go ahead and write DMSB at the top. That way I always remember my 4 steps: dividing, multiplying, subtracting, and bringing down. So let's set this problem up so that we can be successful here. So I have 704 divided by 3. So our divisor here, which is the number we're dividing into the bigger number, into the dividend, is 3. So we're going to be looking at our 3's times tables here. So you want to get as close as you can to these numbers without going over. So we're going to start with division, and it kind of blends in a little bit multiplication. So 3, 6, 9. Okay, I can't go up to 9 because 7 is smaller than 9, so I got to go back. 3, 6, so 3 can go into 7 2 times. That's step 1, division. 3 times 2, my divisor times this part of my quotient gets me 6. I've now just multiplied. Now I'm going to subtract. 7 minus 6 gets me 1. My division, my multiplication, my subtraction step is done, and now I'm going to bring it down. I am bringing down the 0 right here, and my new number that's being made is 10. All right, now that I brought it down, I go all the way back to the beginning. I'm dividing now, but now instead of dividing into 7, my new number here is 10. So same strategy as before. How many times can 3 go into 10? 3, 6, 9, 12. Nope. So it can go up to 9. So 3 goes into 10 3 times. And 3 times 3 gets me 9. So there, again, my second time around, I divided, I multiply. Those are my first two steps. Now I'm going to subtract here, right? 10 minus 9 is 1. And my last step, bring down the 4. So I have no more numbers to bring down after. This should be my last step. So 3 went into 7 2 times, 3 went into 10 3 times, and now we need to find out how many times does 3 go into 14. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 is too much. So it looks like 3 can go into 14 4 times. 3 goes into 14 4 times. 3 times 4 is 12. So I divided and multiplied one last time. I'm going to subtract. When I do, that gets me 2. There's no other numbers to bring down, so this is my remainder. So your quotient there, I'm going to circle it, 234, remainder 2. Nice little review there of long division as well. All right, so for the next problem here, we have a 4 by 1 digit division problem here. So as always, D, M, S, and B. That way I don't forget all the steps I need. Write this problem out so we can be successful here. 1,578 divided by 4. So this is really interesting here. So 4 cannot go into 1 because 4 is larger than 1, right? So I'm going to put a little small x up here. And instead of looking at 1, I'm looking actually now at 15. So how many times can 4 go into 15? So just like before we did with our 3's times tables here, now we're going to be using our 4's times table. So 4, 8, 12, 16. Nope. So 4 can go into 15 3 times. So 4 can go into 15 3 times. That's my dividing. 4 times 3 gets me 12. That's my multiplying. My next step is to subtract. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. 15 minus 12 is 3. Bring down the 7, and my new number I'm going to be looking at is 37. How many times can 4 go into 37? Okay, so how many times can 4 go into 37? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. It's about as close as you can get, right? So 4 can go into 37 9 times, and 4 times 9 is 36. So again, my second time around, I've divided, I've multiplied, I got to subtract again. 37 minus 36 gets me 1. Bring down the 8. And my new number I'm dividing into, it's not 15, it's not 37, it is now 18. So how many times can 4 go into 18? So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Nope, not 20, got to bring it back. So 4 can go into 18 4 times. There's my division. 4 times 4 is 16. There's my multiplication. Now my next step, according to my acronym, is to subtract. 18 minus 16 is 2. There is no more numbers to bring down, so this 2 right here represents my remainder, a remainder of 2. So in this problem, our quotient is 394 with a remainder of 2. So when we go on to the next page, pause it there, take as much time as you need, try to get those problems done independently on your own, and then when you're ready, you hit the play button and we can go over them together. All right, so our first problem here independently, we're going to take 407 and divide it by 2. I got my division, multiplication, subtraction, and bring down steps labeled up top so I could always reference it, know where I am, or know what I need to do next. So we're going to be looking at our 2's times tables now, a number I know we could all skip count by. So how many times can 2 go into 4? 2, 4. Oh, wow, perfectly. So 2 goes into 4 2 times perfectly. So I divided. That's my first step. Now I got to multiply. Everything's outside that we're multiplying. 2 times 2 gets me 4. Next step is to subtract. 4 minus 4 is 0. Bring down the 0. But wait a second. How many times can 2 go into 0? It can't go in, so it goes in 0 times. All right. 2 times 0, right? 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. So you know what? We're going to bypass all that. We're just going to bring down the 7. Now, how many times can 2 go into 7? 2, 4, 6. Yep. 3 times there, right? So 2 can go into 7 3 times. 2 times 3 is 6. And 7 minus 6 is 1, making this a remainder of 1. Your quotient is 203 with a remainder of 1. All right, now that I have this set up for success, I'm going to divide 8,949 divided by 4. Got my steps up top. We should almost kind of be coming a little quicker now, almost second nature, as we've had 2 lessons where we've been able to review long division. If you're good with your fluency and you are able to follow these steps, all right, and the acronym of what each one of these letters stand for, this is a great way to be successful and get your work done in a pretty good amount of time. All right, so let's take a look. This time we're going to be focusing on our 4's times table since the divisor is 4. So here we go. 4, 8. Oh my God, how perfect, right? So 4 goes into 8 2 times. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 8 is a big fat 0. And bring down the 9. Boom. So right now, my new number that I'm dividing 4 into is 9. It was 8. Now it is 9. So 4 goes into 9. 4, 8, also 2 times. Right? If we did 4, 8, 12, that's greater. It can't be that, right? So 4, 8, 4 goes into 9 2 times. 4 times 2 is 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. Bring down the 4. My new number that I'm dividing into is 14. So how many times can 4 go into 14? 4, 8, 12. And we'll have to pause there. So 4 goes into 14 3 times. 4 times 3 equals 12. 14 minus 12 gets me 2. Bring down the 9. So that is the last number that I will bring down. Anything else that is left over here after we run through our division, multiplication, subtraction, and bring down steps one more time, whatever's left over will be the remainder here. So 4 goes into 29 how many times? So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. Okay, so 4 goes into 29 7 times. 4 times 7 gets me 28. 28, 29 minus 28 gets me 1, and that is what I'm left over with as my remainder. So your quotient would be 2,237 with a remainder of 1, and I will circle that up just to highlight it all. So good job here today, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow for our next lesson. Keep it up. Also, make sure that you're getting onto your Reflex Math account that you could log in through Clever every single day when we're done with our math work here. You'll know you're done when the top right corner of your screen shows that your circle is fully green. Enjoy.